Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to PCM21 Career Mode. We're on episode 67. It's the Giro d'Italia. We're on part number 4 of this one, and we're starting to get into the later stages. It's stage 16 out of 21, and this is just about the easiest stage left on the way. We have 4.6k to go to the top, and it's just a punchy one. On to Igashin as he begins the final climb, and we're going to push right on into 94, 95 kind of territory here as well. It's coming right up on the end, and he, as a good little puncher, is got to do that, just that. Igashin leading the way up nicely, and 3k to go. Right above us is going to take over, and then that's going to set up the final little run for Karaman and Berlikov. Now 2.3k, and we've split the field, and you can see things are easing off from here. It will end as a sprint. So Karaman with 2k to go. Ciccone is attacking, but these guys are attacking way too early. Actually, he's trying to set up Hindley. 1.6k, Karaman, there you go. And now, Berlikov. Let's go, Berlikov. Get up there. These guys all went too early. But can Berlikov? Nope, he's out too. Hindley is going to get the win. Ciccone, that little lead out, it did work. Another second place finish. It's another 6 seconds though. Ciccone, Mataway, Carapaz, Vingegaard, Karaman, Ballerini, Deplus, all up there in the front group. They do give gaps, so just the top 10, and then everybody else losing at least 21 seconds. So the standings now, Carapaz, 6 seconds closer, so we're at a minute 40. It was a minute 46. Ciccone gaining a little time there as well. Vingegaard, Hindley, Mataway, Karaman, no change in the top 10. But some of those guys, I think, did lose some time. Few of them. A little bit of time anyway. And we continue on with the next stage, stage 17. Tomorrow is a sprint stage, so it's going to be a little bit easier. Today, Berlikov on a +4, so we've got a chance to go for things here. Martin Giro has had just the worst luck. He's had a negative race day condition, -2, -3, every day. He has no fatigue. He's got 93% fitness. He's got a +1 expected race day condition because it's an objective every single day, and he's about to hit a fitness peak. And yet he's had a -2, -3, -4 every day of this tour. Just terrible luck. And speaking of, okay, so we're supposed to have a +11 every day. Today we have a +5. I've had a negative draw just about every day. I did not pay attention to what yesterday's was. It might have been an average day. It definitely wasn't a ++ day. I mean, we didn't have anything amazing in terms of what we were working with. Anyway, this stage, 120k just about to go still, so a long ways ahead of us. Cat 2, big, long climb right now, 14.5k, 5%. You would think this should be harder, but maybe it's the percentage. Below 6, you'd think it would be a Cat 1. It's a big, long climb, but kind of the way they've done it is they made it seem a lot shorter than it actually is. Easing it off. I mean, that was a pretty tough climb, but early in the stage, they lowered the category. 3 category 1s, but the finish, not on top. Finish on a descent. All right, how are we looking now? 106k to go. Rivera, for the second time today, let's go get some water while everybody's in recovery mode. Still drifting backwards, but he's got the water, so come on forward. Ineos near the front, but not terribly far front. Movie star. Oh, Carapaz leads, that's why. Carapaz in the lead of the race, so that makes sense. Alright, into the only flat section of this entire stage, other than a little bit at the beginning. Into the lower part of the valley, and then we will start 3 straight climbs with only a small amount of descending. You'll not get much recovery out of those. So you could think of this as one alls cat, one big alls cat, I would say. In fact, what are we really looking at? We're going to look at 12, 25, 36 kilometers with some really steep gradients. This is going to be a decisive stage. This is a hard climb. Paso Duran, 12.2, 1,600 meters. That's 8% for 12K. That by itself, not far off from being in alls category. So here we go. 6:45 to the breakaway. They've got a chance to hang on for the stage, but it really depends on who's here. Right now, Movistar not doing much tempo. Maybe I want to commit somebody to this and make it hard, like, say, Igashin. Go relay. Martin Guerrero doesn't need to be protected. He's garbage today. Let him ride solo.
So this is the last third of the race. Anyone who is gunning for victory has got to make a move fairly soon. This climb is feared by many riders.
But the harder the climb, the more it's going to drain the energy, the more it's going to come down to those climbing legs, and that's Burlikov. That's Burlikov. So let's wear out the opposition well before the final climb. Wear them out over the first two so that we can have a go on the third climb. This could be the race today. 3 mountain stages to go and 1 big time trial. We've got to have a shot at it. Now, I want podium first and foremost. I don't think we necessarily have to go for the win. It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do, especially with a non-time trialist. He's going to have to gain significant time, which means we'll have to be ultra aggressive to make that happen. Okay, Maida, Gel, and we're still here, aren't we? Igashin should not be causing my guys to go backwards. And yet somehow they are.
The Peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Okay, Movistar has picked up the pace as we approach the top of this one. Igashin is done. He's going backwards. Set him to auto. Let's go find, not Martin Guerrero. Not Rivera. Rivera, go ahead and gel up though. There's Maida. Been looking for you for ages. Okay, here comes the field. Here's the big split before the top of the first climb. So this is going to leave out a lot of support climbers. And yet I've only lost 1. Approaching my second to lose. I think Rivera will hang on. He'll still be here as we're about to hit the top now. Bovis was still on a 75. How did that happen?
This downhill will allow the riders to recover from their earlier efforts. They really are moving.
All right, how do I want to do this? Because it's 54K. We need to get water. But we have enough water to get through the next climb. It's the final climb. So we'll wait until the top of the next one, because the field's going to be a lot thinner than it is now, which is 62. Gonzalez Albiol. Let's see, who are we protecting? Bovis? No, protect Burlikov, please. And 2 climbs to go. That gap's still 7.5 minutes. So here's what I want to do. Not that. Rivera is going backwards. Gonzalez Albiol is going to go work. Then
attack by Valentin Madouas.
There he goes again. So you got a +5 again today? You know, Karaman's supposed to have a +3 every day. He's had it once. Burlikov's supposed to have a +1, but he's leading the under 25s. He's on the podium. So in retrospect, with that bonus, he's getting about a +2, and he has averaged that. He's had negative days. He's had some positive days. He's got a good day today. Gonzalez Albiol is going to go backwards. Karaman, okay, you are a little too far back for my liking, please. Jeez, Martin Guerrero already almost out. Okay, they brought him back already. Ria Bovis.
Attack by Valentin
Gel.
Madouas.
Again, he attacks. Now, we've seen this before. I can attack about twice, period, on a good. That's on a good day. Again, they're chasing him down.
A rider is taking his chance alone.
Schultz is trying to attack. Berlikov doing all this on 77 mountain, or 77 effort. Alright, this is the one that Ineos is not responding to. That's Gogol. That wasn't some sort of leader's jersey. 2 contenders and 2 not. But there's a response. Letting everybody else burn themselves out. We're down to 25, by the way. Martin Guerrero's gone. What a terrible race from Martin Guerrero. Okay, Ryabovis, gone. Karaman, protect your leader. This group's about to split too. It looked like he almost missed it. Still 3 off the front, but I'm waiting for the next climb to have our go. 17. Is it 1 still off the front? Hindley. Hindley is still off the front and opening a bit of a gap. Karaman is going to have to push a little bit, otherwise he's going to ride away and take this thing.
The riders will take full advantage of the incline to get some oxygen into their lungs, but they must remember to keep their shape.
Okay, we're going to gel. Not going to bother with water. This thing is going to be solo on the last climb. 30k to go. We will get it soon enough. Okay, Berlikov is recovering nicely here. Karaman is getting used up. His 8th place in jeopardy, I know, but gel for Berlikov. And look how close we already are. So Karaman, job done. Karaman, I'm going to use him up for a little bit, and then we will attack with Berlikov. 9k to go. Do I want to attack with 9k to go? Not quite. Do I want to follow Ciccone's attack, though?
Attack by Giulio Ciccone.
Oi, Berlikov. Wow, what a late reaction that was.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%. Oh, the list of those left behind goes on rising.
7k to go. 20 riders left. Karaman's still here. When do I choose to attack? It's a steep climb. Choose now. Today's the day. Okay, we've gone solo. And that's 30 seconds. Karaman's going to get dropped, but we opened a sizable gap here. Made it 25 to the breakaway riders that remain. I can get that water finally. 45 seconds. Gap's opening. Slow down a little bit. Splitting behind. Ciccone trying to catch me. There's Carapaz. DePlus having to do all the work. It's not a Karaman way back there. Berlikov has caught the front 3. Gotta just keep going. They're not going to be any help. 4k to go. Gotta time this. We gotta have something. Well, we just need to get to the top because we will recover on the descent. Down to 3 and 3k. Down to 2. Baumann, the only one left. 2k to go. I think 77 is going to get me to the top without running out. 1.8 and solo. And a big gap. 1k to go. 76. He's off a little bit. 75. We almost made it to the top like that. And we do get over the top first. Okay, now we have got to just push.
15 kilometers remaining.
Getting a little recovery in, so now we can push a little harder. I have a minute 42 gap behind me. We are going to climb our way, possibly, into the leader's jersey. Push on the descent. It's a minute 50 gap.
Watch out, a team leader
And
is
that's to
falling
a
behind.
breakaway rider. The front two are another 30 seconds back. Okay, we have one more little uphill section right here. We need to push hard through this one. And we do. And now we continue.
The
2
riders
minute
are
gap
now into the
behind.
descent towards the finishing line. We're into the last 5 kilometers.
I have an 80 downhill today. Attack, 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 attack. In towards the finish. 1K to go. Sprinting it out for the line. For the race leader's jersey because I'm over 2 minutes ahead. What a win. What a win.
The tail enders
It's
are
Bowman,
still
it's
delayed.
Hindley, it's Ciccone, it's Carapaz. Let's now focus on Karaman. It's 2.5 minutes down. They just crossed the line. Okay, Karaman needs to be going full gas. He just went over the top of that little uphill sector. He needs to leave these guys behind. Leave them behind. Come on. 3K to go. He's left
Holy cow, that
8 of
was
them
a fall.
behind. 2K to go. He is now sprinting with Flores. He needs to make up a little bit of time. We're looking for 14th, 15th on the stage. Slow sprint. 17th on the stage. He loses time again, though. Ray Bovis, Gonzalez Albiol. Let them just do their own thing. They're over the top of that. Yeah, Martin Guerrero, totally out of reach. Never mind him. All right. Oh, huge win. Huge, 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 mega win. 2 mountain stages to go. And I think at this point, podium. Podium is not only in the cards, minimum required. That's not to say we're going to win this thing. We've got 2 mountain stages and a time trial. He's not a good time trialist. Even though he's supposed to be a stage racer, that time trial has just never developed properly. Never kept pace. The mountain rating just flew. 207 to the chasers. Deplus was 306 down. Vingegaard, of course, in a top position, over 3.5 minutes behind. Madoe, who attacked, right? Attacked a little too early. I knew he had. We used Karaman to chase him, though. It did hurt Karaman's position quite a bit, but we brought him back, and 414. These were all guys we were racing not that far from the top. Today, things actually did go according to plan, and we lead, but not by a wide margin. We were down a little bit. Berlikov now leads the Giro d'Italia by 37 seconds. The Plus 2 minutes down. We went from behind him to 2 minutes ahead. We were over a minute behind him, and we're now 2 minutes ahead. That's a massive turnaround. Ciccone, 4 minutes. Those guys possibly out of reach already at this point. The time trial, we could lose some time that day. We could absolutely lose some time that day. This thing's not over. Looking at their time trialing, though. Deplus, a 72. Carapaz, a 73. Berlikov, a 71. Added the resistance, though. They're not going to gain that much time. But maybe they have a +5 that day. Berlikov has not hit the fitness peak yet. And I'm not sure he will. It looks like he's really poorly timed. I mean, the objective is now. He should have hit it now. His teammates hit it during this race. He, unlike everybody else, has massively missed the mark on the timing of development for fitness peak, preparation for fitness peak. How? I don't know, but he's missed it massively. And I think he's going to miss it so massively that he's going to miss it for the Tour. He's going to end up having his fitness peak in between the Giro and the Tour, potentially, and have no fitness peak at all for either. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Karaman is still 8th place. 10.5 minutes behind. Man, oh man. What a stage that was. One quick check-in. I am going to have to cut this episode off here. I wanted to get one more stage in, but A, that was already a bit long. And B, it's the holidays and I'm going out of town for a few days, so I'm a little strapped for time. So I think this is a good cutoff point on this one. Don't worry, future episodes will be normal, but I got to squeeze a lot of work into a few days, and so a few sacrifices to be made. Well, anyway, massive news as we wrap this up. Miguel Angel Lopez, backache, out of the Giro. Lopez, gone. Okay. Movistar's big support guy for Carapaz just dropped out of the race. Now, Lopez has the second highest mountain rating along with Carapaz in this Giro. Berlikov has the highest. Carapaz and Lopez each have an 82, both for the same team. Where I might have the strongest individual climber, and today proved where that can be handy, how that can work out in your favor. A lot of hard climbs left it to where those guys were weakened, and then he just rode away from everybody and rode off into the sunset with a massive win. But Lopez has been instrumental for Carapaz, and he's out. Carapaz still a threat, big time, but with two big climbing stages ahead of us, Lopez is gone. Where would I be without Karaman? Where would I be without Martin Guerrero? Well, we've seen how hard it's been without Martin Guerrero because he's had this terrible streak of poor race day condition draws. I mean, he's got to have like a minus 14, 15 for the race when he's supposed to be having a +1 every day. So he should have a +17 at this point, and he's got about a -16. That's awful. That's awful. He's averaging a -2 or worse. Anyway, this helps us. Certainly doesn't hurt us. It helps. All right, folks, here is what remains of the Giro. 3 stages to go. We're now on 19. 18 was a sprint, the final sprint. And here's how the rest of this is going to play out. A very difficult 193 kilometer stage. We will pick up, maybe not on that first climb, but we'll definitely pick up before this Cat 1, and then another hard Cat 1, a Cat 2, and then a mountaintop finish. 14% max, 10% average for that final 7.5K. That does have Berlikov type. I mean, this is kind of like that stage that we just did. 20, little harder. This is the one where the stamina of so many guys can be boosted. They have better stamina, they have better resistance than we do, and it's 215K. The climbing early isn't going to amount to much. You figure it's going to come down to the last 2 climbs. And that time in between, this is the kind of area where others don't lose stamina and I do. They're better flat ratings or whatever it may be, but I'm a little worried about 20. I like 19. 21, 30 kilometer time trial, flat as a pancake, which means Berlikov's going to lose plenty of time, but not necessarily to Carapaz. And that's going to matter. That's going to matter a lot. He's got a real shot if the order doesn't change drastically. And if the gap is close to what it is, he could. He could fare well here late on. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.